I feel like my lambs are playing Russian roulette. They're taking their lives into their own hands and it's driving me batty. But they're really not going much further than this. And there's another group right down there under the trees. Naughty little children. I never picked up my camera yesterday. I took down some fencing and really didn't do a whole lot before I headed for work. So yeah, I just kind of took the day off from filming because there really wasn't anything exciting going on. Not really anything exciting going on today. I moved the moms and lambs into the alleyway so they could eat down the grass and the thistles in there so that they weren't out when I came home today like they were yesterday that I didn't know about till my husband got home. Yeah, they'd taken down a fence, which they could do again today, but I'm hoping not. But yeah, I'm really not doing a whole lot today. I need to do a little more fencing work. And I think other than that, and maybe mowing the lawn, planting some more seeds in my green stalk, and then go to work. I really don't have a whole lot going on. So I'm kind of liking these calmer days where it's not just rush, 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 where things are kind of settling in. We have quit milking. The no hay situation really kind of messed that up for us. So I am still playing around with the idea of breeding about 20-ish head in June, which is coming up. So I kind of got to decide. Today's the 24th. So if I'm gonna do it, I have to have seeders put in on the 1st. That way we can be breeding. So those will come out within 12 to 14 days and then we'll breed within 24 hours. So I kind of have to decide that pretty quick. I'm just still playing around with the idea. So, but I'm seriously considering it. I would like to have, because if I do 20 head, then I can be milking again in November, and then we can do those for like, I don't know, 3 months, and then the next group will be ready to be lambing in February and go from there. So we'll see. I have a week to decide. So morning. Not a whole lot going on again. I'm gonna move some of these lambs, get them out of the barn, and they're my last 3, so they can go somewhere else. And then I'm gonna take some of these panels and take them up to the house for my pumpkin bed and see if I can get a fence around it, because she She spent, oh, probably an hour digging in it last night. And the white dog's like sleeping in it. So I need to figure out a way to keep them all out. So I think I'm gonna take some of these panels and put it around it and hope I can keep them out. So I went ahead and brought Stink in here, right there, so that basically it's just one less group I have to feed. Oh man, that foot. I know, but at least you're walking on it, huh, bud? Hi, boys. I don't know what to do with him, you guys. Hi, baby. Yeah. I know, you're friendly now. Nope. If you're gonna stay a ram, we're gonna learn manners. Oh, I don't need another ram. I don't need another ram. I have him for a ram and him for a ram. And like 6 others. I should make a boy. But he doesn't have squat for breeding. But he's pretty. Oh, I know, you're prettier, huh? You're prettier. Okay, I gotta go deal with the other 2 boys. Hi, boys. We're gonna take these two, and put them out on pasture. Because it's time. Yeah. Well, by the looks of how few sheep are in here, I'm guessing I'm gonna have to go and hunt down everybody else. Because I'm guessing they're out back. Yeah, you guys will be fine. And the moms have pretty much eaten that to nothing. So, I think when my husband gets home tonight, we're gonna take out all but the 5 that aren't 30 days yet. And then just send them right out on pasture. Yeah. Again, not the best. It's mostly weeds, but there's some grass. So we'll go ahead and let them grub that down. It also helps keep the thistles down. If they can grub it to nothing, they'll get rid of all the thistles in there, and our sheep have been a huge asset in our thistle population. Normally, I would lock them in here because they do have water, but we have some lambs that can't figure out the door, so I'm just gonna leave it open so they can go back and forth. Okay, let's go find those babies because they're out back. So just gotta find them. Load up. Well, I found a couple, but that's definitely not all of them. Girls? You are all girls, aren't you? Yeah, we got a couple lambs out here with the big flock. Well, shoot. But that's still missing a bunch. So they could be in the trees over here. Or shoot. Well, it's bigger than I thought it was. Because this needs to reach to here. Actually, a little further. That's a 16-foot panel, and it does not quite make it. So I'm not sure. On my other side, it'll probably take 2 panels. But yeah, top and bottom, I'm going to need a little bit extra. Okay. I know last time we used this as a garden, which was, I don't know how many years ago, we put, I want to say like rabbit fencing around it. But it's been several years, I don't exactly remember. And I'm wondering if maybe that's what we need to do again instead of these panels. I really wanted to get my pumpkins planted today before I headed for work. But until I get a fence around this, I can't because dogs. So, not sure what I'm gonna do yet. I really need to get some of this out. My tomatoes really need to go out. My herbs need to go out. Everything really needs to go out. These are more pumpkins, more herbs. The issue is I can't put the tomatoes out till I put the greenhouse up. I can't get the greenhouse up until we finish pouring the footings. And then we have to set the footings in the ground, put the greenhouse up, put a fence around it, and then I can plant my tomatoes. I can plant on the other side. I can close that off, but I'm not exactly 100% sure what's going over there. I have to figure that out. Maybe that'll be what I do before I go to work while I eat lunch. Yeah, I have quite a few things that have died because I haven't been able to get them outside. But for the most part, everything's doing really good. My herbs are doing amazing. So I need that piece out front to finish dying. I need to mow it. I need to rototill it. I need to put my stuff out in it. But again, I need to figure out where things are going. My asparagus. This stuff did so good. I need to get it put somewhere. Again, so like my asparagus, my artichokes, the horseradish, basically the stuff that should come back every year. I need to find a spot for it that I can put it in where we're not going to till it next year. That's the hard part. I don't know where that would be. He might have to make me build me a couple raised beds, which he'll be thrilled with because, you know, he has so much spare time right now. I can't win. So I brought those panels up to put around the greenhouse and hooked the hose. And I knew I hooked the hose. I mean, I saw it and I stopped and I thought I stopped in time, but we have no water at the house. I hooked the hose and pulled up the hydrant. So I shut the water off to the house, which will kill the water at the house, at the barn. Basically all the water on the farm that's not irrigation water. Yeah. So, how's your morning going? Mine's fabulous. The bulb for the pheasants is dead, and I broke the only extra one we had. So my husband is going to get bird feed and a bulb, and then he's going to come home and help me fix this. Some days it just doesn't pay to get out of bed. So yeah, won't need to worry about planting anything today because we have no water to water it. But he did give me a good idea. So I'm still going to rake up my beds, and we're just going to enclose the plants. We're not going to worry about enclosing the entire garden because once the pumpkins get big enough, the dogs aren't going to bug them. It's just while they're at this, 8-inch, however tall they are, I don't know. It's while they're still small that we'll have the issues. I gotta go eat lunch, then I gotta go to work, and then I get to come home and fix a whole bunch of stuff. Forgive the dirty windshield, but yeah, we're digging up that whatever it is, faucet that I messed up. So we got about 4 foot down, pulled out a ton of brick that we think was from the foundation of the house that was here in like the 1910 or something. I don't remember exactly. So he's gonna dig next to it so that we can figure out exactly where we need to be, and hopefully without killing me. Well, whatever was here, unless your dad just threw the rocks in for kicks and giggles.
No, Dad was real big on, you know how I always put gravel around it? So that wheat grain, well, Dad always used rocks because they were convenient.
Well, these look more like building bricks.
They are. They're off that old house out there by the lake.
So it is like 19 something.
Oh yeah, those were from like 1895 probably.
Okay.
That's why they're so soft.
Well, they held up. We're still digging them up 100 years later. So we did dig up this pipe, or it's not a pipe. What is it?
Which?
The black thing behind you.
Poly pipe.
It is a pipe. Okay. And we're not really sure where it goes to. It's not the pipe we're looking for, apparently. But there's options of where it belongs. And one of those options is to our house, which would be a bad option.
Yeah, we don't like that option.
No.
Could be going to our house.
The black one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's sick. Or it could just be going to that hydrant over there.
The one by the house.
No.
The one out in the field.
The one on the end
By
of
the old bird coop. Which would be okay, and kind of suck for me. I'd have to walk those extra 10 feet to the other one for the chickens. Oh, gotcha.